I got Marvel previews for February 2020. We're going to open up this bad boy, take a look at it, and see what's inside. We know we got Wolverine coming out. That's a plus. Hey guys, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, yes, you're back with me, your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you some Marvel previews. This is for the month of February, and this is the year 2020. So there's a lot going on with Marvel in the year 2020, and hopefully it's in this book right here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming out in February. Of course, what's on the front page here is you can see that it is Wolverine, right? Benjamin Percy is going to write the Wolverine book. He currently writes the X-Force book, so I'm looking forward to that with Adam Kubert doing the artwork, so really excited for that. When you actually flip this over, we get to see more X-Men goodness here with the Fantastic Four. You get to see Xavier, and then you get to see who's that? Is that Kitty Pryde on there? Like, who is that? I'm not even sure. But X-Men plus Fantastic Four. It's written by Chip Zdarsky. So let's take a look at what's inside and what's coming out. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video at any time. If you like to, please subscribe and give this video a like. Hit the bell so you don't miss any content from me. Hopefully you guys really enjoy this new series that I'm coming out with every month when we have new previews guide. I'll be doing DC, which already dropped. We're doing this Marvel one, and then we're going to work on the Independents, all right? So what's cool about the Marvel previews book is it really showcases the artwork in these previews. They give you full pages of covers, and sometimes they give you complete previews of what's coming out. So I'm really looking forward to this. Here you get to see this Wolverine one, which is really cool, and you get to see a preview of what's happening. So this is literally preview pages from Wolverine issue 1. So we get to see here these opening panels as you get to see some mutant running across, which I'm assuming is maybe Krakoa. And there's this octopus chick, and then you get to see Jean Grey. And Wolverine gets flipped out of the bushes here, and we get to see him crossing his arms, and like everyone's like worshiping Wolverine here, as you get to see. So that's kind of cool. And then you get to see like Jean and Wolverine kind of giving googly eyes with each other. So that's quite interesting here. And then all of a sudden you got Kate Pryde, who's has stuff on her ship, putting stuff on her ship, and then it looks like Kate is taking Wolverine with her. What's going on in these books, man, in these Wolverine books? So obviously, here's our front page, our front cover, and it looks really cool. There's different types of variants that you can get, which is really cool on here too. It says the best is back, and I'm looking forward to this. I'm definitely on board with Wolverine. That's a cool cover too. All right, and then you get to see some more Wolverine content on here. There's going to be a Wolverine short box being released. There's going to be a $3.99 edition of the original Wolverine issue 1. We got a Marvel Tales issue 1 that's coming out, so that's really cool as well. And then you got your X-Men and Fantastic Four issue 1 of 4 that's coming out as well. Okay, so and then there's your variants cover as well. The book is going to be 40 pages. It's $4.99. All right, so next, here's some more covers of this. And then we have a giant size X-Men, Jean Grey and Emma Frost, issue 1. This is written by Jonathan Hickman. So if you love Hickman's writing right now, you're going to be on board with this whole situation. Okay, this book is 40 pages. It's also $4.99. We can see a little variant cover right here, what's coming out there. All right, so continuing with the X books, we have Excalibur issue 7. Okay, this is obviously going on by Tina Howard, and it says the Huntsman and the Werewolves. Excalibur faces an old foe, this time as the Hunters rather than the game. It's 32 pages, $3.99. And then you got X-Men issue 7 at this point. Mutants are forever, and it looks like Apocalypse is pissed off. He's got this sword, and it says the resurrection protocols have changed. everything for mutant kind. No more can humans hate and fear take their lives from them. But what else has it changed? So it continues to be 32 pages and $3.99. We also have the Marauders continuing with issue 7 and issue 8. Pretty cool looking covers here. I love this one here where you get to see the reflection in the knives. That's really cool as well. And then we get to see X-Force issue 1 and Domino's on the cover. So is she okay? Did they rescue her and they brought her back to health? Because recently in issue 2, she was all damaged up. But cool cover as the dominoes are falling on top of her. Then you got New Mutants issue 7. Not really a fan of this particular book. I don't know if I'll be reading it at this point. But this is issue 7 and issue 8. They're both $3.99 each. Here we have Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is a mini series. This is 1 of 5. We get to see our variant cover here. And then here is another variant cover. So if you're a fan of these two characters, I think you guys will be excited for this. Obviously, we got the show coming up on Disney Plus. This is 32 pages, $3.99. Here we get to see some preview art in the book as well, which I think is pretty neat. It's black and white right now with no dialogue. But you get to see kind of what it looks like here nice and early right here on Comic Book Corner 2.0. So that's kind of cool right there. So that's neat. And then next we have Ant-Man, issue 1 and 2 of 5. This book is going to be 32 pages, $3.99. Zeb Wells is the writer and the artist is Dylan Burnett. And then we have the second issue, I guess, right here on the right side of me. Okay. And then we have some more covers. Is that Swarm? I love Swarm. Swarm was in SpiderMan and His Amazing Friends. And all he would ever say is, Swarm, Swarm, come work for Swarm. All right. And now Donny Cates is here with Nick Klein doing Thor. At this point, we'll be on issue 3. Really cool looking cover here. And then we have our variant cover as well. So I have high hopes for this. You know, Donny Cates wrote Venom really well, so I'm excited for this book in the future. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I'll like an actual Thor book. Next, we have Al Ewing, who is taking over for Donny Cates and is doing the Guardians of the Galaxy book here. So this is issue 2 at this point. And Peter Quill fights for his life against the King of Gods. Rocket fights alone against the legions of Hepatus. And whatever happens there, I don't know. 32 pages, $3.99. Next, we have Nebula. This is issue 1 of 5. So if you're interested in Nebula, you guys might want to check that out. That's a kind of a cool cover. Vida Aiello is the writer and Claire Rowe is the actual artist. This book goes for 32. It's 32 pages, $3.99. So kicking off this 2020 stuff, we have Iron Man 2020, which looks like he's got some pretty badass armor right here. Dan Slott is the writer. Christos Gage is the actual, I think, co-writer, and Woods does the art. This is issue 2. So yeah, it looks cool. And the cover's done by Pete Woods. That's a really nice looking cover. And then here we have 2 of 6. The Rebel Compliance. And then Iron Man 2020 variant cover by Ron Lim. So that's really cool. And then there's another one by Mike Del Mundo. So yeah, these covers look pretty cool. And then here is some of your interior artwork, which looks completely different from the outside. Not too much of a fan of it, just looking first glance of it. But that's why we have these previews, you know. How does he fight with those gears though, man? That just blows my mind. And then we got Iron Man 2020 True Believers Month. I say focuses on all these books that focus Tony Stark in them. So that's kind of cool. And then we got 2020 Machine Man, 1 of 2. And 2020 Force Works, 1 of 3. And so those are coming out as well. Both are the Machine Man one is 40 pages for $4.99. And the other one is 32 pages for $3.99. So that's kind of cool. Marvel Voices, whatever that is. Not even sure. The World Outside Your Window has a lot of people behind this. This is Marvel's acclaimed podcast series focusing on telling the stories of diverse creators and their unique perspectives become a one-shot of brand new adventures. The X-Men find their place in the world after declaring a new nation. Killmonger strikes, Moon Girl and Devil Dino return. 40 pages. It's a one-shot. It's $4.99. All right, so next we have Jessica Jones. This is issue 3 and 4 of 6. So this is continuing as well. And then we have Blind Spots part 3 and 4. Here's a cool cover with Spidey and Jessica. I think Dodado does the artwork for this particular cover. So that's issue 4. And then we have Tarot, issue 3 of 4. So we have that there. Here's your cover as well. And then we have Gwen Stacy, who is having her own miniseries as well. So this is issue 1 of 5. First of Gwen Stacy's Amazing Adventures. So I guess Marvel says, hey, if MJ can have her own comic, well, why can't Gwen Stacy too? This is your variant cover on there. Not a huge fan of that one. And then we have the other new series that's come out, and this is Star. This is issue 2 of 5. Two reality warpers collide. Looks like it's Scarlet Witch and Star. And then there's your little variant on the bottom. So I'm looking forward to that Star series. I really like that villain in that actual book. So I think this could be a lot of fun. Next, we have Venom Island. This is issue 23 of Venom. Donny Cates is still writing it, and the artwork in this particular run is done by Mark Bagley, which is perfect. It's a throwback back to that old Amazing Spider-Man stories. As we continue our Amazing Spider-Man section, we're in the Ravencroft part, which focuses Kingpin and James Jameson, which is John's son. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This one's 32 pages, $3.99. It is kind of like an Arkham Asylum ripoff, though, but I'm curious to see what it's going to be about. Next, we have Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality, issue 3 of 5. I'm looking forward to this miniseries. The first one's coming out, I think, this coming week. So, yeah, very much looking forward to that one. And next, we have Peter Parker, the Spider Supreme. So, we have that as well. So, 32 pages, $3.99. All right, so speaking of Amazing Spider-Man, we're on issue 39 at this particular point. Still written by Nick Spencer. The artist in this particular issue is Ivan Coelho, and the cover art is done by Patrick Gleason. So, yeah, there's a new game in town, and the ante is quite high. So it looks like they're going to this place called the Palace where they're going to be doing all this gambling. We also have issue 40 here on the right side, as we have Nick Spencer, obviously is the same, and the artist is the same as well, as it looks like it's going to continue this particular story arc. Continuing, we have Spider-Ham, issue 3 of 5, which is a price point of $3.99. And then we have Spider-Man and Venom, Double Trouble. This is the conclusion of this series at 32 pages with a price point of $3.99. Here we have, on our right side, the Amazing Mary Jane. Cover is done by Herberto Ramos, which is actually gorgeous. I love it. And Leo Williams is the writer. Carlos Gomez is the artist, which I love his artwork. He did a really good job on Red Sonja at one point. I love that. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this book. I think this is a great read, and it's a lot of fun. Next, in the Spider Universe, we have Ghost Spider. This is issue 7. Really great series. And then we have the Amazing Spider-Man, The Daily Bugle. This is issue 2 of 5. This one's written by Matt Johnson and Matt Chatter. This is 32 pages, $3.99. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the daily life of the Bugle. You know, we don't see it that much anymore. And when it comes to Ghost Spider, it's a great book. I really love it. The description says, Gwen has it all. 2 worlds, 2 lives, living in harmony. Nothing bad could happen. Something bad is definitely about to happen. Be there when Gwen's world begins to collide. This is an interesting cover, man. That's pretty intense right there. And then we have Miles Morales Spider-Man, which I've dropped. This book, written by Saladin Ahmed is just not for me. Javier Garan is the artist. This is Invasion at Brooklyn Visions. I just don't feel like this book has a clear decision on what it wants to do. So yeah, I'm passing on that one. Next, this one looks good. Spider-Verse issue 5 of 6, written by Christos Gage and Juan Ferreira. Now, I'm not a fan of this particular series. I did not like the first issue at all, but this cover is absolutely gorgeous. So I might just pick this up for the cover alone. It's awesome. Oh, maybe it's Spider-Man Noir, Dead No More. Maybe that's what it. Oh, maybe it's the same book and that's just the title. That's probably what it is. Nevertheless, I'm buying it for the cover. There you have it. J. Scott Campbell, enough said right there. Black Cat. This is issue 9. Can't beat this covers, man. I love these covers. I'm trying to get back into the story right now. This one is cool because it looks like it has Wolverine in it, and she's like holding his claws, and she's like trying to get out. That's a really nice cover by J. Scott Campbell there. All right. So if you're looking for this supernatural stuff, I guess, but it's still connected to Amazing Spider-Man in some way, we have Morbius. This is issue 4, and it's called The Monster Called Morbius. This is 32 pages, $3.99. These covers for Morbius are awesome, man. I love it, but the story's not bad either. I read issue 1 at this point. I'm looking forward to reading issue 2, which is coming out, I think, very shortly. And I'm hoping it just doesn't become cheesy. Next, we have Scream, The Curse of Carnage. This is issue 4. The first issue of this was really good. We get to see the kind of the relationship that Andy had with her mother and her father. And I have a feeling that Andy's dad killed her mother because she was that abusive. And now she's come back to kind of haunt Andy as a symbiote herself. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This one is called Spinning Out of the Pages of Venom Event of the Year. Okay, so that's all it is. But this book is 32 pages. It's also $3.99. All right. So we go into the Gamerverse now. This one is really cool as it focuses on the Black Cat Strikes. This is issue 2 of 5. Really nice looking cover again of Cat. Great mask there, nice blue eyes, and she draws Spidey's heart there. That's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. It's 32 pages, $3.99 as well. And then you got your variant cover there. So now we go on into the Marvel's Avengers. This is Hulk issue 1. This one is written by Jim Zub, and Ariel Olivetti is the artist on this one. Same thing. This one's 32 pages, $3.99. I don't know. Marvel is looking like it's got some pretty good books that's going to be coming out here. We have this Marvel X series that's coming out as well. Check out these covers. These look really good too. This is issue 2 of 6. So you got your 2 covers there. And then you have Marvel Heroes. So this one is Atlantis Attacks. It's issue 2 of 5. So this one focuses on Namor. And if you're a fan of Hawkeye, we have Hawkeye who has his book right now. It's called Free Fall. This is issue 3 at this point. It's written by Matthew Rosenberg. And Otto Schmidt is the artist on this one. So same thing. 32 pages, $3.99. Next, if you're a fan of Mark Waid and Kev Walker, well, they're doing Doctor Strange right now. This is a cool cover as you get to see Strange on a dragon. This is very fantasy-like-esque, you know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Doctor Strange. I probably might pass on this particular one, but, you know, we'll see what happens here. So, next, the continuation of The Immortal Hulk. Al Ewing continues it. Joe Bennett does the artwork on it. This is issue 31. 32 pages, $3.99. There's a new monster in town. He's cuddly, he's lovable, he's down with the kids, and he's available for your corporate retreat. Yes, there's another Hulk. Once the one who made all those nasty threats to end the world, but who needs him? The living Hulk is here, and he's going to save us all, or your money back. So is this another version of Hulk? He's got so many different personalities at this point. It's absolutely insane. All right, so next we have Dan Slott and Sean Zecchi, who does Fantastic Four. This is issue 19. This is called Point of Origin. This is the conclusion of that story arc. And then Jerry Duggan and Ron Garney are doing Fantastic Four Grim Noir issue 1. So that could be a lot of fun right there. This book is 40 pages, $4.99, and there's your variants right here in the corner. That could be a lot of fun. Next, we go into the Black Panther book. This is issue 21 of that series, The Final Battle for the Maroons. I've not read a Black Panther issue, and I couldn't tell you how long. But if you don't like that one, you have the Black Panther and the Agents of Wakanda. That's a pretty nice looking cover. Here's your variants there, right there as well. 32 pages, $3.99. Let's see what else we got. We got Ghost Rider issue 5. This is quite interesting. Hearts of Darkness 2. You have Wolverine and you have Punisher, and then you have this mysterious character here. What's happening? I don't know. We'll see. All right, this one here on the right is pretty interesting. Spirits of Ghost Rider, Mother of Demons. That's a long title. Who is this chick? You know, she kind of looks like Miss Sinister, but she's holding this skull. I don't know what's going on. Ed Brisson is the writer. Roland Bashi is the artist, and the cover is done by Philip Tan. It's burning out of the pages of Ghost Rider. Since the dawn of man, she has birthed the worst humanity's ills. Her kin calls her mama, while men curse her name, Lilith. And when all the thrones of every netherworld are united, they shall call her by a new name, Queen, with the definitive Ghost Rider artist Roland Bashi. I don't know. I don't think I'll be reading this one, but if you're a fan of Ghost Rider, you might like it. All right, next we have Deadpool. This is issue 4. I loved the first issue of this. It got better as it went, so I'm hoping it continues to be better. We have this Gwen Stacy variant right here in the lower corner there. It's done by Mike Hawthorne. So yeah, Deadpool versus Kraven. It's been leading into that. And then we have this continuation with the Captain Marvel story arc. Captain Marvel, this is issue 15. This is the Gwen Stacy variant cover right here in the corner. This is interesting because in that very first issue of that story arc, we saw Captain Marvel just obliterate Thor and brought in his head. Like there was no body attached to it. So I'm very curious to see who this character is, what happens with this story. So yeah, this could be a lot of fun. All right, let's see what we got next here. So the next thing we have is Savage Avengers. This is issue 0. This one is done by Jerry Duggan and Chris Claremont. So this one could be a lot of fun, especially if you're a Claremont fan who's done so much with the Avengers in the past and stuff like that. So here's your cover right here. I apologize about that. I wound up getting a delivery in my garage while I'm doing a video. Guy freaked me out. And then we have Savage Avengers. This is issue 10 right here. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Continuing the Avengers line, we have Captain America. This is a nice cover here by Alex Ross. Was it Tanishi Coates is the writer, and Jason Masters is the artist here. The Legend of Steve concludes. Cap comes face to face with Dryad and learns her game-changing true identity. 32 pages, $3.99. Avengers issue 31, which I haven't read at all. I know nothing about what's going on with the Avengers. This is called The Temptation of Anthony Stark. 40 pages, $4.99. Then we have Avengers of the Wastelands. Ed Brisson is the writer who wrote Dead Man Logan, who wrote the Old Man Logan series, Old Man Hawkeye. So if you're a fan of this Wasteland stuff, you will love this. And I love Dead Man Logan. I thought this was great. We have Johnny Cage's daughter, who is Thor now. And you have Bruce Banner Jr., who is the Hulk. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, it's Danny, Thor, Dwight, and / Ant-Man, and Hulk Jr. That's who it is. They set off to save the Wastelands from Doctor Doom's reign of terror. But Can they succeed where Old Man Logan left off? Because he actually died. Pick this one up. That's going to be good. All right, next we have Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is issue 3. Love Cosmic Ghost Rider. Dennis Hopeless is the writer. I have high hopes for this, no pun intended. Because Donny Cates was the original story writer for this character. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's $3.99. All right, Strike Force. Yeah, I can't believe this book's still around. I can't even look at that book seriously. We're just going to go on from that. Doctor Doom, issue 5. Great series. Love that book. Christopher Cantwell is the writer. Salvador LaRocca is the artist. It's so good, man. I love this book. If you guys haven't checked out Doctor Doom, I think you should. It's a great read. So 32 pages, $3.99. Cool cover. Let's see. Max series. Punisher Soviet. This is issue 4 of 6. That's pretty neat. And Yondu, issue 5 of 5. So that's concluding there as well. So if you guys are a fan of Yondu, you might enjoy that. Here we have the Magnificent Miss Marvel. This is issue 12, $3.99. So it looks like Bruno and Carmela are actually getting along, but the whole world looks like it's dying there. I don't know what's happening. Let's see. We have Arrow. This is issue 8. I heard good things about this book, but it's just not my cup of tea. Swordmaster, issue 8. And then Jane Foster Valkyrie. This is issue 8 as well. Ode to the Death of Midgard. Check out this variant. What is going on with that? It's a Gwen Stacy variant cover. Peach Momoko is the artist there. So it looks like Jane and Thor are actually going to be coming at it with each other. That could be kind of cool. It looks like, or maybe they're doing battle against this thing, which looks like I think it's described as Earth erupting with a cancerous contagion. That could be a lot of fun. Runaways issue 30 goes on sale. We have Marvel's Black Widow Prelude. I don't want to read that. That's a waste. Daredevil issue 17 and 18. Nice cover here. Cool variant. I've heard so many great things about this book. I'm just going to have to pick it up in trade or something to kind of read through it, because if I pick it up now, I have no idea what's going on. I tried it a few issues ago. Same thing. I didn't know where I was going with it. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Then we have Conan, Battle for the Serpent Crown. This is issue 1 of 5. A deadly quest and a daring heist in the Age of Marvels. 32 pages, $3.99. Next, we have Conan, Battle for the Serpent Crown. This looks like it's a variant cover, or maybe the second issue. I don't know. This is Dark Angus, issue 1 of 5. That's quite interesting. Robert E. Howard, Swordsman, in her first solo comic series. There's the main or variant cover. I don't even know. So that's kind of cool. So more Conan stuff. As you can see, Conan is getting a lot of love from Marvel these days. Then here we get to see a little page of the artwork. And then we go into the Star Wars universe. Return to Cloud City. That could be a lot of fun. At this point, we're on issue 3 of this series. I'm on board when this new one comes out, because this is like right after, what did they say it was? Right after Empire Strikes Back? And between Return of the Jedi? I think that's when this all happens. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm looking forward to this series. It's 32 pages, also $3.99. Then we have Star Wars Darth Vader issue 1. So Craig Pak is back at that. And then we have Empire Strikes Back variant cover. That's really cool. This is a cool cover too. Looks like I'm going to have to be getting back into Star Wars again. Look at that, man. That is so badass. And then it says not the final art right here with Kylo Ren. This is Star Wars The Rise of Kylo Ren. This is issue 3 of 4. Then you got Marvel Action coming out here. So we have some of our statues that's coming out. That's pretty cool. Ronin character as well in Rocket. Then we have our trades that are coming out. So we have our Doctor Strange here. And we have the Black Cat trade. Very good cover to choose there. And then we have all our X-Books titles that are coming, that have been out. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. So there is your Marvel previews for the month of February 2020. So there's a lot to look forward to. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. Again, if you like, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss any notifications from me, guys. And until the next time, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and you've been watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Take care, fans. See you soon. Bye.